Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another night of On the Pole Racing here from Fleeger Farm TV. As we are watching here, Zach Hartwick come out of the corner as we got qualifying on their way. Here's your race info at the moment. With 129 degrees as your track temperature, 78 degrees is your weather ambient temperature, 45% humidity, partly cloudy, 2-mile-per-hour winds. I have the date wrong there, so I'll have to fix that. Is it not March? It is April 25. Here we go. Under the way here. Got 5 minutes of qualifying. Got Austin Hunt out there as pole sitter right now with a 20.129. Mark Nelson with a 20.264. Bobby Watts out on track at the moment in that Wonder Machine. Spillman also out on track at a number 50, currently with a 20.866 for him. Zach Hartwick out there trying to see if he can better his time of 20.462. Got to be real gentle on that throttle here tonight, as you see down there through the bottom of the turns. That is the concrete down there instead of asphalt. Then you're coming off. Well, hang on to it, and there you see the transition. And it comes off the corner. And we're going to see that a few times here tonight. I'm pretty sure of it. We're here with Joey Stats out there out front. Now he lays down a 20.123 for his quick time. There we roll off the corner here. Oh, looks like we have Bobby Watts and Heminger that have not qualified. Yeah, it looks like that is going to possibly be everybody. I'm not sure, though. I believe Bobby Watts has decided not to qualify after having some issues there. Along with Shane Heminger, possibly just waiting there in the back tonight. A field of 15 drivers. If you're interested in joining FMA or the Freedom Motorsports Alliance, be sure to check us out on Facebook and YouTube here at FFTv. You can message us here at FFTv, here on YouTube or on Facebook, and we can get you in contact with FMA and help you get involved. And we have out here at Martinsville Speedway here tonight. 160 laps is going to be the distance. So before we kick off tonight's festivities, let's go back and pay tribute to our flag.
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
All right, so here we go. Everybody getting lined up, ready to rock and roll here tonight. As we're in the middle of warm-ups, got 5 minutes warm-up, so we'll see how much is left here. I've still got a good almost 3 minutes of warm-up to go. Mark Nelson getting a little loose there off of corner 2, down that back straightaway. Down here across the front straightaway, we're looking there at the 43 of Adam Kolakowski. Cody Brewer back there in the 1 machine. They work down the back stretch. Well, Austin Smith there in 7th. Right now, Joseph Spillman, Austin Smith rolling around here in at number 33 here tonight with Shen Heminger there in the DuPont 24. And it is 37 there of Bobby Watts working his way around the bottom of the racetrack. Zach Hartwick making his way out on track now here toward the middle of warm-up. See what he can do with that Kubota machine here tonight. Now you got Joshua Temple out here in the D-Walt number 410. Now you got Joseph Spillman out here in the 50. Everybody getting some laps in here. Trying to pick up some time. Right now, the quickest one in warm-ups is that of Mark Nelson. Austin Hahn there rolling close behind him with a 20.206. Chase Matsko up here in 3rd with a 20.426 here in qualifying. Or not qualifying, in warm-ups. 30 seconds to go in warm-ups before we hit the track for the 160 laps of all-out mayhem here tonight. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm chit-chatting, and you guys can't hear the cars. There we go. Now you'll be able to hear the cars coming around the track. They head on down here through turn 1 and 2. There you see the 5 of Ryan Peters. It's Matsko at 66. A control car being that of Joey Stats out of Ravenswood, West Virginia. Austin Hahn, there it is, outside. So your grid is going to look like this if we can get it to pull up here quickly. Joey Stats out there in front. Austin Hahn there 2nd. Mark Nelson 3rd. Caleb Sheets there 4th. Adam Kolakowski there in 5th. Cody Brewer there 6th. Zach Hartwick rolling off tonight in 7th, and Ryan Peters in 8th. Chase Matsko there in 9th with Dylan Jacobs in 10th. Joseph Spillman in 11th with Joshua Temple in 12th. In 13th, whoa, come back here, 19th. 13th is Austin Smith. Bobby Watson 14th, and 15th tonight is Shane Heminger. They roll down the back stretch.
Careful going in turn 1. Green flag race. Front.
All right, green flag is out. We're down and away. They're hitting that loud pedal. Now just make sure they all can get through turn number 1 without too much hassle. Hartwick down there on the bottom side. He's going to see if he can stay down there below the 1 of Cody Brewer as he works down there through the backstretch down here in the corner number 3. Zach Hartwick up a spot there in the 6th. Cody Brewer falls back another one as he's stuck up out there on the high side as they work here down the front stretch, heading into corner number 1 once again. Joey Stats really doing a great job out front. Here comes Caleb Sheets, though, down there on the inside of Mark Nelson. We'll see if he can get that spot as he rolls down here into corner number 3 and 4. And roll back out here onto the front straightaway. Caleb Sheets there, still trying to get it to stick below on the underside of Nelson. Nelson up there on the top side of that roof of the concrete as they work down here. And we got one already up there towards the wall as we're on board here with Caleb Sheets working there on the bottom side. Now we're back here with Cody Brewer. And you can see there, he's falling back a couple spots. Now here's Austin Smith back here in the 33 machine. He's down there on the low side here. There you see the 37 of Bobby Watts try to pull up there along the outside. Got a little loose, though, coming there through the corner, and now he has to get it straight back out down here through the corner. We got the 43 there now of Adam Kolakowski, as we do have one down there. That's Zach Hartwick getting loose off the corner. Caution is out. Zach Hartwick finding that inside wall off of turn number 4. We'll take a look here. And it just skates around on him. So tough to try to find that threshold on that gas pedal or on that gas speed that really keep that car straight and not let it snap around as we're under our first caution here of the evening. We got 6 of 160 to complete. A little bit longer one here tonight. Hey, drivers get settled in and trying to make it all the way. I'm honestly surprised we made it to lap 6 like that. No. Usually take on a lot more than that. Hartwick in for repairs. Lights are still on the pace car. Hartwick getting out in front of the pack. Adam Kolakowski back here in 5th. Ryan Peters 6th. Cody Brewer back here in 7th. Chase Matsko in 8th. Joseph Spillman back here in 9th. Austin Smith. Dylan Jacobs. Bobby Watts. Joshua Temple. Shane Heminger. And then Zach Hartwick, after having that issue there early on, now has to try to get back up there towards The pack, as they get double file, getting ready for the restart here at lap number 10. I work down the back stretch here. Pace car dives into pit road. Working off the back, off the corner here, down that front straight, away they go. Everybody kind of checking up a little bit there at the start, but everybody's now back underway. Down here into corner number 1, and they're sideways already as they get dumped going into the corner. That looks like the 5 of Ryan Peters. Now we'll see him here coming off the start. One just did not get it turned. That's the 1 of Cody Brewer. Just could not get that thing to rotate the way he needed to. It ended up coming up into the back end of the 5, spinning the 5 around. Now, I'd consider yourself lucky if you can make it through a Martinsville race without a scratch on the car. That'll say something, because it's bound to happen somewhere along the way. Peter stuck right behind the pace car. Hartwick back down on pit road, trying to get more repairs done. This is the FMA FFTv Cup Series here tonight. I just noticed you guys don't have any of this stuff up on your screen. Green flag, and we already got one spinning around. That's 33. We got onto the gas a little bit too hard. Shane Smith now goes around. Heads up driving there by Zach to get that car stopped. There you see him just goes around. Let's try this again here. We'll get this to come up for you. There we go. Now we got it back up for you. We worked through this third caution. Let's see if we can get this stretched out, fellas. Calm down. Take it easy. Remember to watch those in front of you. From what I'm seeing, it's nobody really causing anything except self-spins, maybe once in a while collecting another driver during that self-spin. Other than when the one of Cody Brewer ended up getting into the outside, sliding up through there. A little bit of a check up there at the start. As drivers try to get back underway down here in the corner number one. See Mark Nelson up there on the high side. He's got below him that 43 of Adam Kolakowski. As they now get in line coming down through the back stretch here. You see Joseph Spillman, he's working there. Here comes that 37 of Bobby Watts and bringing with him the 410 of Joshua Temple. And then work down here through in the corner number one. Bobby Watts back here in 7. As they work on down through. Matt Harmon just trying to survive, and you see Ryan Peters has all kind of damage there. Or I'm sorry, no, that's the 33 of Austin Smith, but damage there to the right front. Everybody just trying to work on through. Single foul so far as they work down here down the back stretch. And the 88 gets loose, ends up spinning around there. Caution back out on the speedway. As Jacobs gets loose with the help from the 37. And then coming down into the 50. Zach, what trend did you start when you self-spun? Because you know what they kind of say, cautions breed cautions. And I think you need to update your driver pick, because that's an old Regal Wraps logo. On board here with Adam Kolakowski, Bobby Watts, working on down through here off the back stretch, front stretch, out here into corner number one. 2 laps to green if I'm calculating correctly. On board with Austin Hund as he's sitting there in second still. Still looking at that back bumper of Joey Stats. Joey doing a great job down there on the inside. Everybody's getting lined back up, double file, and it looks like there 66, Chase Matsko, might have some front end damage to that machine, but it's hard to tell by the way that paint job is. Yeah, he definitely got some damage there to the right front. Looks like the 50 there, Spillman, has a little bit of problem with that front of his. It's short track racing, people. I don't think you're going to come out completely unscathed. We'll see, though, here as they come back off of turn 4. Green flag in the air. They hit the loud pedal down across the stripe. Spillman, what a nice restart there. They come back down here into the corner. Austin Hund, all of a sudden, had disappeared off the track. Now he's back. Got the 86 there, Mark Nelson. As Caleb Sheets gets up there in the second, as we got Cody Brewer up against the outside wall. And we got the 5 of Ryan Peters around, along with Joseph Spillman. And we're down the back stretch. See Spillman up there against that outside wall. 66 comes together with him. And the 5 just gets collected as he was just trying to stop. So it looked like Matsko come up into the bottom of Spillman. On into corner number 1. Cody Brewer in the pits, Ryan Peters in the pits. Got a lot of new names with us tonight. Hopefully they stick around, even though, this is Martinsville. I'm not saying anything intentional, just unfortunate mishaps. Working here off the corner, number 4. Back down that front straightaway, past the restart zone, up here towards the stripe and into corner number 1. They get back side by side and they roll down here into corner number 1. Going here off up 2. On board with Adam Kolakowski. There we go. You're getting ready for the restart. Everybody side by side coming here off the corner. Green flag in the air. It is waved. We are down and away, and Austin Hunt goes around. Back under caution here as Austin Hunt brings it around. Apparently we're still under green flag conditions. I'll let Joey Stats and Caleb Sheets get out front. Joshua Temple and Kaylin Jacobs. Chase Matsko back here. Zach Barkwick back here in the 6th. Now Austin Hunt's back here in 11. As apparently officials decided that it was able to stay green, and we're on board here with Caleb Sheets getting back here to the back bumper of Joey Stats. Dylan Jacobs coming here through turn 3 and 4. Here comes the rest of the pack. Down the front straightaway. Austin Hahn back here in front of Austin Smith. Some of these drivers are having trouble. Chase Matsko getting around Joshua Temple. Mark Nelson getting around Adam Kolakowski as Zach Hartwick falls back a little bit. 37 of the 160 complete. And they roll here off of the back stretch. Or I'm sorry, no, 36 of the 160 complete. Hopefully we can go and get them a little bit straightened out, a little bit more back in line here. As they roll here off of 4, back down across the stripe. Joey Stats still up front. Caleb Cheeks there second. Dylan Jacobs there third. Chase Matsko in fourth. Joshua Temple in fifth. Out here through the back stretch. Here comes that 86 of Mark Nelson. A little bit of left front damage as we've got one up there into the outside wall. That's the 410 of Joshua Temple. Up there into the wall. Falling back. Now we've got the caution flag waving. And that very well could be for somebody stopping on pit road exit. Aha, there it is. We got 37 there coming here in the corner number 1. Comes down a little hot, comes through, ends up into the outside wall, spins it around, down in front of the 33 and down across in the pit lane. Dylan Jacobs up 8 spots from where he started. He's now sitting there in second. Chase Matsko up 6 spots. Joshua Temple up 6. Shane Heminger up 5. Austin Hunt having a little bit of bad luck. He's back into 12, down 10 spots. Now down 11 as he falls back into 13th. Zach Hartwick still kind of staying around his initial starting position. They're in about 7th position. Lap 42. Gosh, flag still out here at Martinsville Speedway. Lap 43 is what we're currently working on. We'll go green flag racing at lap 44 as lights go out on the pace car. Hun makes it back out onto the speedway towards the back of the pack. Got the 43 there. I do have the 43 driver there of Adam Kolakowski down there on the inside. Sitting in fifth. They roll here through turn 3 and 4. Pace car on pit road. Green flag is in the air. They're going to hit the loud pedal. Keep it easy, guys. Don't want to spin them tires too much there off the start. And down on the bottom of the racetrack. Coming there through off of 2. Everybody trying to get back in line. And you see the 410 of Joshua Temple up there in the high side. Kind of stuck up there at the moment. Going to try to pull it down in front of Hardwick and might do so. Getting a little close to that outside wall there, coming off the corner. Now Temple now goes and tries to get under the third 43 of Adam Kolakowski. They work down the backstretch. You see the 50 there is filming. Trying to get underneath Sheets. Cannot quite do it. The 33 there of Austin Smith. Shooting up there towards the outside wall and loses it there on the backstretch. Caution flag is out there as Austin Smith spins it around. Adam Kolakowski on pit road. And I see all them names coming across the top of your screen right now. Smith decided to call it done there in the 33, packed it up into the hauler. Watts back there, -5. Want to get another lucky dog here, so he'll end up gaining another lap. Adam Kolakowski on pit road, as we said. I've definitely learned, as much as Talladega and Daytona, and you can also add now Atlanta into that mix, where you're drafting on those tracks trying to survive. Here, it's such a short track, you're trying to just survive here as well. Some might call it, if I remember correct, it says the nickname for it is the paperclip, if I'm thinking correct. Joey Stats out front, still got a pretty clean race car up there in the front. Mark Nelson back there, he's got some damage to the right front, or I'm sorry, left front. I thought I saw damage on the 88 as well to the right front. Chase Masco, he had damage to the right front as he's driving in front of them, or left front damage. Joshua Temple, a little bit, well, hard to say at the moment. I thought he had some left front, or right front rather. Zach Hartwig, we know he had some left front. Cody Brewer bound here on the inside, don't look too bad. Got some right front damage there on the 5 of Brian Peters. Now we get lined back up here side by side for the ready for the restart. Spillman had some damage. So it wouldn't take much to get damage here at Martinsville and still be able to run a decent lap time to stay up there towards the front. As you're not drafting, you're not trying to stay out front due to draft. As they get started there, 88 are Dalen Jacobs getting a little loose there on the start. Shane Henninger there pulling back on the outside. Caleb Cheeks trying to roll his way up there as he looks now to the bottom of the 43 down here through turn 3 and 4. Coming off the corner, you see Spillman there. And in front of Spillman's at 5 of Ryan Peters as they come together almost with the number 1. As you have the 410 here in front of them, as you see there in the rearview mirror, that is the 1. Or I'm sorry, no, the 1 is right there in front of them. That's, we got them smoking tires there behind them, and that's the 50 of Spillman. Smoking tires, and he rolls off of the corner, down there through the start-finish line, down into corner number 1. Joey Stats still out front. Mark Nelson there in second, Dylan Jacobs there in third, with Chase Masco fourth, and then roll here off of the corner down into corner number 1. I'm sorry, no, that was corner 3, as you got the 88 around to Dylan Jacobs. Getting loose coming off at corner number 4. There you see him, he's back there behind Mark Nelson. Carrying a little bit of speed, goes to get into the gas, and just too much. Then it snaps her out down there on the inside of the racetrack. Tough break here. they go, rolling through the corner. Joey Stats up front, Mark Nelson sitting there in second. There you see that beat-up car of Chase Masco sitting there third. Zach Hartwick must be feeling pretty good. He's up there in fourth with Caleb Sheets there fifth. Adam Kolakowski there in sixth. Cody Brewer on pit road. Ryan Peters pit road. Dylan Jacobs, we see him getting some service done. Shane Heminger coming there on the pit road. Spillman also on pit road as drivers work their way off. Austin Hunt catches back up here to the back end of the pack. Dave Nelson, he's going to start on the outside with that damaged front end. As we've been saying all night long, that really doesn't hinder too much. Look at that green flag racing here at lap number 59. Green flag back in the air down here in the corner number one. Joey Stats still out front there with Mark Nelson in second as he tries to get down there to the inside, which he does in front of Caleb Sheets, in front of Chase Masco. Caleb Sheets there behind him. Hartwick coming in a little hot there. Up there on the high side, had to really try to break it down, and he'll lose it up there into the outside wall, and a little bit of net code gathers the 410. Take another look at this one. And see Hartwick up there against that outside. And just all of a sudden breaks loose. And looks like the 5 as well kind of just brought it around. He caught a lip down there on the inside. Coming here off the corner. Watch that 5 car bounce. Upsets it. Comes around, and then the 410 there comes up and net codes off of the 80 or off of the 56 of Zach. Creating a funnel effect down there on the front of the speedway. And then the 410 not holding brakes and backs himself down into the 24. All right, Martinsville, better known as the iPacing track. As we head down the front stretch, you can see Mark Nelson still sitting there second, as you got Joey Stats out there in front. Caleb Sheets there in third. Smith out, Jacobs out. Bobby Watts still rolling around back there. Hardwick called it a night. Lights go out, pace car is in. They roll here off of corner 4, back around for that restart zone. Green flag in the air, they are down and away. And the 1 having troubles there on the start. That is Cody Brewer having issues for some reason on the restart. Lost a lot of ground as they work down here in the corner number 3 and 4 now. Everybody down there on the bottom side of the racetrack coming up off down the front stretch. Here comes Austin Hunt now looking to the inside of that one. Not quite there yet though. But can't quite make that pass. They work here now off of 1 and 2 down that back straightaway. Single file for the most part for these drivers. They come down here in the corner 3 and 4. Back out onto that front stretch. Austin Hunt trying to keep filming there, hanging on to it there in 8. Now we see that 24 working his way up through the field. That's Hedinger. Looking to the outside of the 5 of Ryan Peters. They work down here through into the next corner. This is 1 and 2, if I'm looking correct. No, I'm sorry, that's 3 and 4. They work down the front stretch. We're on board here with Mark Nelson. He comes down here in the corner number 1 and 2. Out here, Drew off the back corner. Here comes the 86 there, Mark Nelson trying to roll there on the bottom of the racetrack. He's bringing with him that 43 of Adam Kolakowski. As they roll down the front stretch here in the corner number 1, Joey Stat still leads it as he's got Caleb Sheets there in second. Mark Nelson trying to find a way to get up there. And down here into corner number 3 and 4, they roll back out onto the front stretch. Lap number 71 on the board. Now they roll back down through here. Cody Brewer back here in 7th. Ryan Peters in 8th. Joseph Spillman sitting here 9th with Shane Heminger there in 10th. Bobby Watts a few laps down sitting 11th. And on behind them, Joshua Temple in the pits. Zach Hartwick out due to bad weather. And Dylan Jacobs and Austin Smith sitting back here out of this race as well. Down here, through the back stretch here in the corner number 3 and 4. Joey Stats still out front. Caleb Sheets right there on his back bumper though. Rolling here off. Down that front straightaway. You got to keep in mind, these cars only have 3 sets of tires tonight. So hopefully when those cautions were going on, people remembered to uncheck to change tires. Otherwise, some of them may be an issue later on in the race. Down here through turn 3 and 4 once again. They come. They roll back out onto that front stretch. Chase Matsko back here in 5th. Adam Kolakowski in 4th. Mark Nelson 3rd. Caleb Sheets there in 2nd with Joey Stats out there in front. Everybody doing a great job so far here as we get later on in the race. You're watching Mark Nelson work his way off of turn number 4. Down here across the stripe. Down into corner number 1. Everybody trying to figure out where they can. Now lap 76. Now here they go. Here comes that 86 there off the corner. You got the 43 of Adam Kolakowski there. Following them, Chase Matsko there in 5th. Austin Hunt there in 6th. Mark Nelson may be having a fight on his hands here tonight. Now, a couple of these drivers have showed up and really are putting some great times in there by Joey Stats and Caleb Sheets. They roll down through here off the corner. Joey Stats working here. And now you see that 410 up there into that outside wall once again. That's Joshua Temple. Having troubles getting that car to kind of turn. We were hearing that out of a driver there at the beginning of the race. Zach Hartwick, he was telling us there that in practice he was having a hard time getting that car to rotate around the corners like he was hoping it would. But he started to get the hang of it there until Mother Nature said, you're done racing tonight. Adam Kalikowski there in fourth, Chase Matsko fifth. Austin Hunt back here in sixth. He's rolling around down here on the bottom side of the racetrack here through turn 3 and 4. Back out onto the front stretch. There you see that one of Cody Brewer as he gets a little loose coming off, but saves it enough. Brian Peters back here in 8th. No tires going away on some of these drivers, it looks like here, as we've got the one fighting a little bit. Here as we come across halfway through the race here tonight. Oh boy. Just curious here. Here. Oh, hey, we're still okay. And Bobby Watts has brought it around down there on the bottom of the speedway. Bringing out another caution here tonight. He gets back on that bump down there on that apron. And it upsets the car and gonna bring it around almost every time. So here's the trick. You want to run the bottom, but you don't want to hit that bottom curb going through the corner. That curb was not really happy with these cars. That red and white stripe down there along the bottom of the corners. It's a little bit of a bump, a little bit of a curb. So you don't want to hit that curb. Those cars definitely do not like it. I know, Bobby Watts has found out a couple times, so has a couple other drivers as they work there through the corner. All right, down here, through off of turn 2, down in the backstretch. Green flag still here going at lap 86. You got Shane Heminger down there on the inside, and they roll here off of 4, back down that front straightaway. Everybody trying to get back into single file. Here comes Caleb Sheets down there underneath 24 of Shane Heminger. Caleb Sheets trying to hold there in front of them. I see Mark Nelson there making a run here underneath of Heminger now. Heminger up the racetrack, hang on to it. Can always get a little tricky whenever you end up splitting the racing surface like that between the concrete and asphalt. I work down here through off up the corner, down here in the corner number 3 and 4. Back around here. Now Heminger heads down, back down onto the bottom of the raceway. As up front, Austin Hunt is trying to battle for the lead there with Joey Stats. As we got them back around again, that's Chase Matsko. Matsko up there against the top. You got Caleb Sheets down there on the bottom side. And you see Chase, just gets it spun around. Whoa! What a heads-up move there. And he tries to save it. Then he gets into the gas a little too hard and ends up spinning it around. $70 laps to go. Austin Hunt coming back out from the pit. Got other drivers here. Lights are still on the pace machine. All right, green flag back in the air, back here at lap 94. And oh no, the leader goes around. That is the 55 Joey Stats going around. Joey Spielman also was involved. Joey Spielman back there. You see the 55 up there at the front. I see him come down through here. He gets shoved along there and just could not keep it off of there. I think the 26 would have stayed off him, but if he didn't get the extra little shove there from the 86, it gets the shove, gets bumped, then he couldn't get it held down there, gets into the back of Joey Stats. Meanwhile, Joseph Spillman takes the spill back here on the front straightaway. All right, back under caution here at lap 97. All right, get lined back up here. Lap 99, we're going to go green. Now we head down here through turn 1 and 2. Everybody making it through down onto the back stretch. There you see the one of Cody Brewer trying to get up there in the bottom side. Mark Nelson there in second. Caleb Sheets now there in first. As the 55, as we've got the, I believe that was the 5 ended up in the outside wall where that was 37. There, as I'm trying to see where Joey Stats is at. He's got a lap down here. He works there through the field, working there around Austin Hunt at the moment, up there along the top end of the racetrack. Hunt now goes to the bottom side underneath of Spillman. Here at lap 101. Down the backstretch, he tries to make a run there on Adam Kolakowski. And he does so down here through on the corner number 3 and 4, back out here onto the front stretch. Looks like Stats is trying to work his way up through the field as well, as he's coming up here beside Spillman. Stats is only 1 lap down, so if he can go and get back up there, I'm sure somebody somewhere will have a caution. Down here through turn 1 and 2, back out on, or I'm sorry, 3 and 4, back out here onto the front straightaway. Everybody doing a great job as we're on board here with Ryan Peters. Working on down through off of 2, down there through the backstretch. Peters up to 6, Adam Kolakowski there to 7, down to 8. Austin Hunt jumping around. We got them all jumping around here at the moment. Austin Hunt there in 6th. You see Stats is there right at the tail end of these 2 drivers, right behind the 43 of Adam Kolakowski. Down here through turn 3 and 4, off out here across the start finish line. Everybody works there. You see there Shane Heminger on board with him as we come down the backstretch. In the corner number 3 and 4, back down here through. It's going to be here with the 5 of Brian Peters trying to stay in front of Spillman. Or I'm sorry, not Spillman, in front of Stats. Stats there, down there, going to the inside. Going to try to get a little bit of a run there. Cannot quite get there as of yet. Stats still trying to get back onto the lead lap. Austin Hunt now made his way up here in the 4th. Chase Matsko holds on to 3rd at the moment. Here's Mark Nelson as he's sitting there in 2nd. Here's Caleb Sheets, though, out front. What a great job there by Caleb as he rolls down there into turn 3 and 4. Here comes Mark Nelson right there behind him. Here comes Chase Matsko as well. Everybody trying to finish this one out. Here comes the 5 up there on the high side. As Stats gets around him, here comes that 43 as well. And now you're looking there. There you see the 43 there comes underneath. Here you see Stats rolling around down there on the bottom side, trying to get back up there towards the front. Unfortunately, being a lap down. So these cars he's passing really isn't making too much of a headway for him, except ensuring he's not going another lap down. As Caleb Sheets out front and nobody around him. And you see Mark Nelson in the same position. There you see Chase Matsko and Austin Hunt. As Hunt's getting there to the back of Chase Matsko, rolling here through the corner. Matsko up high, Hunt down there on the bottom side. He's going to have the run coming in here to turn number 3. And Hunt will make the pass coming here through 3 and 4. So Chase Matsko falls back here in the 4th. Here's the one up Cody Brewer. Adam Kolakowski back here in 6th with Shane Heminger there in 7th. Ryan Peters there in 8th. Joseph Spillman back here in 9th. Cody Stacks in 10th as he tries to roll through. And I guess he's not a lap down to everybody. That's because he's worked up through. And he's a lap down from Adam Kolakowski forward. So he's trying to get up there to try to chase down Sheets, but I just don't know if he's going to have the time to do it all natural. I'm not going to debate his ability to do so. I'm almost positive he has the ability to do so. Working off a turn 4 there, across the start-finish line goes some of the drivers, as you got others back here towards the back. Shane Matsko and the drivers coming down there through turns 1 and 2. Now you see Shane Heminger rolling off a 2 back out onto the backstretch. Ryan Peters as well. And now we're starting to get a little somewhere a little bit. As you can kind of see, the drivers getting stretched out here. Now we try to keep a focus on the positions. And keep an eye on that 55 on that map as he's gaining on the 43 of Adam Kolakowski, which is currently who we're watching here as he's trying to get around the 1 of Cody Brewer. And behind them, we got Heminger and Peters possibly going at it as Peters goes to the inside. Heminger ends up blinking out. And he rolled down through off the front straightaway. That's gonna rattle Ryan's nerves a little bit, as he's just not sure if he knows where exactly that 24 is. Coming down here into the next corner. 24, whoa, heats him up coming down there. Doesn't quite hit the line that he needs to. Ends up the racetrack, and that's going to allow Ryan Peters to come around him. Back down here through the front stretch for those drivers. Caleb Sheets now comes down the front stretch and makes it lap number 121. 40 laps to go here tonight at Martinsville. Pulling down here through turn 1 and 2, you see Mark Nelson sitting there second. Rolling down the backstretch, on board with him as they roll down here in the corner number 3 and 4. Caution is out. Unsure for exactly what. We're going to take a stab saying about it being around Shane. No, unsure where it was. All right, unsure what that caution was for. Oh, caution flag waves here at lap 125. On one lap 126 now. Adam Kolakowski up here towards the front. Got Shane Heminger. It's going to face everybody up here. Joey Stats back on pit road. All right, green flag racing back out here as we come through turns 1 and 2. Adam Kolakowski out front now with Caleb Sheets there in second as he makes the run down there to the inside. Making the run, and he will get it down here through 3 and 4. Adam Kolakowski now back to second. Here comes Austin Hunt there in third. Shane Heminger there in fourth. Mark Nelson there in fifth. Chase Matsko back here in sixth. Ryan Peters back here in seventh. Billman in the pits. Cody Brewer back here. Bobby Watts. Joey Stats is out. And we're down here through off up corner number 1 and 2 round. Back down that backstretch. Hopefully everybody's doing a great job here. Out here off of turn number 2. Or 4 rather, back down the front stretch. Mark Nelson back up there in the third. He gets around Adam Kolakowski. Some of these drivers, I do see a lot of potential in them. Just unfortunately, Martinsville is a tough track to come out to debut at here at FMA, or Freedom Motorsports Alliance. So you rolled that. There through off the back, or off the front stretch with Austin Hunt. And I thought we saw one get loose. That was Ryan Peters in the 5. Having to gather it back up as they work here through lap 133 of 160. Down to under 30 laps to go. Now Austin Hunt here in second. Caleb Sheets, what a strong run here by him. Out front in that 26 machine. Austin Hunt there in the number 15, sitting there second. Mark Nelson in the 86. In third, Chase Matsko and Adam Kolakowski back here fourth and fifth. Ryan Peters back here sixth with Shane Heminger there in seventh. Cody Brewer back here in eighth. Bobby Watts in ninth. Joseph Billman still sitting on the pit road. With 26 laps to go now, they roll down the backstretch. And she's got them brakes glowing hot as they roll here through off of the corner, back around here. Got Chase Matsko, Ryan Peters back here in sixth, Shane Heminger there in seventh. Everybody trying to just finish this one out. 25 laps to go. Mark Nelson back here in third, Adam Kolakowski in fourth, Chase Matsko there fifth. Off the corner, Ryan Peters on board with him down here down the backstretch, heading into corner number 3. Caught in his sights that number 1 of Cody Brewer, who is some laps down here. I guess it's only 1 lap down. We've got Austin Hunt up here in second. Mark Nelson in third. Adam Kolakowski here in fourth, almost at risk of falling back another spot. Here comes Chase Matsko to the inside, down the front straightaway. See if he can get that Mustang up there into another position. Top three are all Chevrolets. As Nelson comes down here in the corner number 3 and 4. Heading off in the front stretch. Cross stripe down in the corner number 1. Caleb Sheets getting around some lap traffic. Austin Hunt also getting around that same lap traffic there of the 37 of Bobby Watts. And Ryan Peters and not sure exactly what's going on back here. Cody Brewer, Ryan Peters, Adam Kolakowski back in the pit. Ryan Peters trying to chase him down. We've got Cody Brewer sitting there in amongst them. Not the easiest of tracks, that's for sure. And like we said before, I went ahead and took one of these cars out for a test drive on here myself and learned that it's not for me. I can't drive these cars at Martinsville. I misjudged the turn so much that I can't make it through. I'm in that outside wall quicker than anybody. As you see the 66 there, Chase Matsko rolling there off of 2. There you see the 43 of Adam Kolakowski. Everybody's spread out. The 410 of Joshua Temple rolling up behind the 24 of Shane Heminger. As they're rolling here off the corner. Down here through the front straightaway, down here in the corner number 1. 17 laps to go for Caleb Sheets. As you see him coming up there on more lap traffic. Austin Hunt doesn't want to see him get through that lap traffic. He would almost rather to see the lap traffic slow him down a little bit, and then he'd be able to come along and use it as a pit. As you see them side by side there. That's going to open a door there for Caleb to get down there to the bottom side. He's going to get by the 24, Shane Heminger, just fine. That's going to put him there, and then we got the 410 of Joshua Temple up there against the outside wall. So is that 2 cars now between, no, just 1, as Hunt got past 24. Okay, he's going to get by the 410 as well here through turns 1 and 2. Joshua's way up there against that outside wall, working down the backstretch. Austin Hunt here in the corner number 1 and 2. Or sorry, 3 and 4 rather. So that's the entrance to pit road. Hunt coming off. You can see Caleb Sheets there in front. 14 laps to go for these drivers. And on board there with Caleb Sheets out of Mooresville, North Carolina. Hoping he can get up there to that 37 of Bobby Watts. So he can put another car between him and the car behind him. Austin Hunt seems to be going to be difficult to beat here, as they're running pretty similar lap times around Martinsville. So they're going to be a tough competitor to beat anyway. Last lap, though, Austin Hunt was just a little bit quicker as they come here down off the front straightaway. He's still just a little bit quicker. There he rolls by the 37, lets them both by. Austin Hunt still trying to get up there. 11 laps to go. That time Caleb Sheets was quicker. They roll here through turn 3 and 4, back out on that front straightaway. And see the 43 there of Adam Kolakowski. Off of 3 and 4, back across the line. 10 laps to go. Soon to be 9 laps to go. We're watching this battle here in about 5th and 6th. Caleb Sheets comes across the line. A little bit slower than Hunt. And we're on board here with Adam Kolakowski. Down in the corner number 1 and 2. Working off. Up here onto the backstretch. Everybody holding their line so far. 8 laps to go. We have the 24 getting around somebody. That's Bobby Watts. As the race for the lead is heating up here. Now you got Austin Hunt there. What type of move can he make? Caleb Sheets knows he's there. Doesn't want to make a mistake. He got them brakes blowing down through turn 3 and 4, back around onto the front stretch. 6 laps to go. Does Austin Hunt have what it takes to get up there and make something happen? Now he looks to the outside. Careful there, Caleb. You don't want to do anything to really get yourself loose as you come there off of turn 4. Five laps to go. Man, what a race up here. Austin Hunt, is he comfortable just sitting there second, or is he going to try to make some sort of run here as we're down to 4 laps to go? Caleb's sitting there. Well, if you want to make a pass or make a run, you got to do it on the outside of me. They work down the backstretch. In the corner number 3 and 4 once again. Man, what's the race going on up there at the front between Sheets and Hunt as we come down here through off the front stretch into corner number 1 and 2. 3 to go. Off down that backstretch. Not really have any other battles taking place at the moment. Drivers up here in front. This could get interesting as they're catching the back of the field here with 2 laps to go down here into corner number 1. Caleb Sheets just hoping and praying he can keep Austin there behind him as they work up here to lap traffic. Caleb Sheets down there to the inside. The 410 is there as well. He's going to have to go to the inside. White flag in the air. Austin Hunt trying to get up there for second place. Going to try to use that lap car as a pick. As Caleb Sheets says there, he's going to get up there beside him. He's going to get there and hold on to it here in the corner number 3. As they roll off, Honda is there as well, but not enough there. What a run there at the end by Austin Hunt to get up there for second place. Just unfortunate here at Martinsville. It's so tough once you catch him to try to even make a run at him around the track. Great run there by Caleb Sheets. Waiting on the race results to come in. Caleb Sheets is your winner here tonight. Austin Hunt in second. Mark Nelson third. Chase Matsko finishes fourth with Ryan Peters there fifth. Adam Kolakowski there in sixth. Shane Heminger there in seventh. Cody Brewer in 8th, Bobby Watts in 9th, Joshua Temple there in 10th, Joshua Spillman there 11th, Joey Stats there in 12th, Zach Hartwick at 13th, Dylan Jacobs in 14th, Austin Smith rounds out in 15th tonight. All right, so that is your finishing order here. Now let's see if we can get with our winners here. We got Mark Nelson, our third place finisher. Good evening, Mark. How's it going? You there, Mark?
Yeah, I'm here.
There you are. All right. How's it going tonight?
Well, I had a pretty good finish, considering I was basically restarted into the wall there earlier in the race, and I actually thought that my car was wrecked, but I just kept on going, and it was actually not too bad, but it might have taken a little bit of pace out of it. I'll take third.
Well, you know, this is Martinsville. I always have the notion to say that your car is going to end up with scratches on it somewhere.
Yeah, I was just worried that the left front tire might have gotten bent or broken, but after I ran a few laps, I my steering was straight and everything, so I decided to just push on and do the best I could.
It was straight enough, right?
I couldn't figure out what those two in front of me were doing really, because I was darn near wrecking every single time I went into the corner trying to get to them. So I'm gonna go look and see if I can learn something from them, because I was giving it all I had and they were pulling away until the end, and then I caught them like 2 seconds. So I don't know if they just pushed so much harder than I did.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know you said earlier in the week you were hoping to try to grab another one here at FMA, but these guys here, they came out to win.
Yeah, I'm not super strong at tracks like this that are slow and small, so I kind of made you think I thought I had a good shot here, but I wasn't really holding my breath.
Well, you still got a podium, so I mean, you still hold on to a podium spot.
I did, and that's usually my goal. Is top 5 podium is awesome, and then win is something maybe, just maybe, I can actually pull off.
Oh, see, here at Martinsville, I just strive to survive. If I can survive Martinsville, I'm happy.
Yeah, no, that's very true. And for a little while there, I was wondering if I would, but things started, people started to fall out of the race, and we started getting some green flag runs there. And there was one point there when a few of us hadn't pitted yet, and all of a sudden it started going green, and we're like, ah, crap, we should have pitted under the last caution, and now we're going to have to pit under green. But caution came out just a few laps before we were about to run out, so we were getting nervous.
Saved by the flag then.
Yeah, for sure. You're going to go at least a lap. You're probably going to go 2 laps down if you try to pit here under green, and if the caution comes out between the pit cycle, you're done.
Yeah, it definitely is a tough one to try to litigate. But you did a great job tonight getting up there in the third, even though we did have quite a few cautions tonight. But, I mean, it's Martinsville. What are you going to expect when you're short track race? But
yeah, there were quite a few, but it turned out pretty good at the end. At least we got some green flag racing and kind of got to see what we could do.
Well, who's your sponsors and shout-outs you want to give here tonight for helping make things possible for you here in the podium position?
Yeah, thanks to everyone that supports me and supports you. Thanks to my wife for her support. And, like I said on Monday, big fan of the Last of Us series. Part 2 is coming out on PC tomorrow, and I am going to be coming home from work and playing the heck out of that. So if you never tried it, or if you have, go check it out. And Part 1 is on the Steam store as well.
Well, I know where you're going to be. I might be trying to go search a new state on American Truck Simulator.
Yeah, I'm planning on doing that too. They had this grand idea to release 2 things I love on the same day. Jerks.
Yeah, I see Missouri. I believe it's Missouri coming out for American Truck Simulator.
That is correct.
So, I know one of my favorite things is I since I do paint work and stuff, I painted up a truck to match my iRacing car, so I can pretend like I'm hauling my car around everywhere.
That's cool.
But congrats again on third place tonight, and hopefully you can keep the momentum going as we head throughout the season here. And I know you're doing great on the GT3 side. Hopefully that continues going and we can gain more members there as well.
Yeah, I hope so too. So far the seasons have been good to me.
All righty, well, you have yourself a great night, and congrats on third place.
Thanks, Adam. You too. Bye.
All right, now to get with our second place finisher, Austin Hunn. Good evening, Austin. How's it going?
We're hanging in there.
What's that?
So we're hanging in there.
That's about all you can do after Martinsville, right? You kind of look like you had an up and down night here.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to be very good after wiping it out in front of everybody, but made a decent comeback.
Well, you tried to almost fight for the lead, but unfortunately, this track is just so tight. I don't know if you would have been able to get the run there at the end.
I don't know. It was kind of funny because it seemed like every time he made a mistake, I made the mistake right behind him. So that one corner, he went wide, and I probably could have gotten into him. I followed him up there, and then he got super loose, and I got super loose right behind him. So it's just how it goes sometimes.
Well, but you're not supposed to do what the leader does.
Yeah, I was trying my best not to, but that's just how it works sometimes. You see them doing something, you just kind of follow in their tracks.
Oh, I know that. I've done it myself. So, But congrats there for second place. You had a great run here. Hopefully, this keeps your season momentum going. Who's your sponsors and shout-outs you want to give here tonight for helping you get up there in second place?
Tonight I'm hanging out with Luke Mansky tonight. He does all kinds of cool stuff with sim racing and real race cars. So they build you a rig and ship it to your house. Got all kinds of race car parts, so check them out.
All right, that's pretty cool. All righty, so congrats again on second place tonight, and we'll see how this momentum carries you throughout the season.
Yes, sir.
All right, I was second place, Austin Hunn. Now we're getting with Caleb Sheets. Good evening there, Caleb.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going well. First place tonight.
Yeah, first win in this league. Very, very excited about that.
Well, sometimes it takes a little bit to get the first win, but you did pretty well tonight getting it, and seemed like it fell into place for you here at Martinsville.
Yeah, it's a pretty good track for me. Just had pretty good speed there. Joey was fast early. He was going to be tough to beat, but once we had that stack up and he got taken out, I felt like I had a pretty good chance to win the race, and thankfully was able to hang on at the end, even though the car got really loose off the corner and tied in.
Well, I know you probably saw Austin Hunt there in your rearview mirror. Were you a little nervous about him coming up there?
Yeah, he was coming up fast, especially after I missed that one turn, so that put a lot of pressure on me, but I appreciate him racing me clean. That definitely doesn't always happen at Martinsville in real life, as we can see.
Were you almost expecting a bump and run at some point?
Yeah, I thought he would at least bump me in the middle of the corner or something like that. So, yeah, it definitely surprised me in a good way that he didn't do that.
It's so easy to do a bump and run here at Martinsville, too. I mean, it's so short, so tight that it almost just happens.
Yeah, you can do it, especially in these cars, without wrecking the guy. So yeah, very easy to do. I definitely expected it, but I appreciate that he didn't do it.
Well, congrats on getting the victory, and you got sponsored a shout-out you want to give here tonight for helping you get that victory?
Oh, yeah, thanks to my sponsor, Bethel Christian School. Thanks to the league for putting the race on. Appreciate you broadcasting it, and look forward to next week.
All right, well, I didn't look at the schedule yet to see where we're going next week. I know it follows the actual Cup schedule. But definitely a great job here tonight. Hopefully we can keep the momentum rolling.
Yeah, sounds good. Talk to you later.
All righty, catch you later. All right, that'll wrap it up here from Martinsville as we head into next week here at FMA. Sunday night being the Xfinity Series, Monday night being the GT3s, and then we're back here Wednesday night for the Next Gen Cup Series. And I almost forgot we were making this race tonight. I'm sorry that it slipped my mind till now, but tonight's sponsor was Ryan Peters. We definitely appreciate all the help he's done here to help us get things rolling and moving a little bit better here on Wednesday nights. So a good shout out to him. All right, so with that all said and done, we'll wrap it up. And thank everybody for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow night on FFTv and Coast to Coast Racing Network for Thursday Night Thunder. Have a great night.